I'm sorry, if you have a problem, I have to close for a while, just for 2 seconds, the connection, and then open again.
From an inner wall that rises only to within 1 meter depth below sea level. The actual container of the tank for fish is enclosed by a wall which is 1 meter lower than present sea level. We hired a boat to support family snorkelers to examine the fish tank pool closely underwater. In fact, the study of the fish tank continued for several days. These pictures show the northernmost corner of the breakwater at low tide. In the lower image you can see the corner of the massive concrete breakwater, and in the upper image you can see, closest to the camera, the separate massive rectangular pillar of concrete which seems to be designed to diffuse the attack of wave action. Snorkel divers found a number of arches in the northeastern wall which tunneled through both the inner tank wall into the space between the walls and then continued through the massive concrete breakwater or outer wall. The arched tunnel was also observed by snorkelers underwater from the outside of the breakwater in the open sea. This is the annotated plan from the sheet with notes of the different heights of the walls, the outer breakwater and the lower internal wall. It seems that the gap between the walls may have been designed to trap excessive waves, breaking over the breakwater and threatening to flood the internal fish tank. The design of this fish tank is quite unlike anything I've seen or read about elsewhere. There are features, especially the arched tunnels, which must have been controlled by sluice gates and which would repay more detailed measurement recorded by divers with scuba breathing gear so that they could stay submerged for a reasonable length of time and make accurate measurements. All fish tanks that I have seen or read about look as if they are extremely vulnerable to wave action. Waves of 2 to 3 meters are quite common in winter, and only those tanks situated within a closed harbour basin, like that at Apollonia, would be protected from such waves. This prompts the idea that there may have been equipment available to cover the fish tanks during the storms, either with nets or even wooden screens or planks. Recent work on the productivity of cultivated fish in the Roman era and the prices in the market in those days shows that they were very profitable. Slaves or other cheap staff would have been employed on a constant range of tasks, opening and closing sluices, feeding the fish, adding fresh water to the saltwater pools, protecting the tanks from storm waves, and so on. I suggest the term soft engineering for this activity. Now that so much attention is being given to the exact depth of walkways, steps, sluices, and other small features in fish tanks, it may be worth considering the role of soft engineering on the solid design potential accuracy of derivation of change of relative sea level from Vicinae has increased from about 0.5 to 1 metre in 1914 to 25 to 50 centimetres in 1965, and then to 10 to 25 centimetres in the late 70s in the best cases. In fact, there were 1 or 2 cases in the 1970s which could be measured to an accuracy of about 5 centimetres. Accuracy now in the best cases, including the usage of tide gauges, solution notches, biological growth, and other factors, makes the generality of accuracy achievable of 5 to 10 centimetres. On the Tyrrhenian coast of Italy. In this area, they provide useful spatial continuity and resolution along the coast, but not elsewhere in the Mediterranean, except possibly in Crete. Vicinae can be combined with other archaeological indicators, such as slipways, docks, breakwaters, bollards, houses, roads, tombs, mosaics, etc., to improve the spatial resolution for the whole Mediterranean range of sea level and relative sea level change. Thank you for listening to this relatively impromptu presentation. I have enjoyed getting the information together, and I hope you have found it interesting. I wish the conference every success, and I am sure it will result in greatly improved attention to the accuracy which can be gained from measuring fish tanks and relative change of sea level. I anticipate that the field work would have been extremely fascinating, and I regret that I'm missing the field trip. Thank you again.